Today we'll be making a very simple wallet out of duct tape. It's not your typical bifold wallets. I'm not really a big fan of these because I find them to be very bulky. They have a lot of slots for cards and I really don't carry that many cards with me. I got the idea for this design from Saddleback. They make a wallet that's very minimal and with just a couple of slots for cards and a cash slot on the top. So in order to make this, you're going to obviously need some duct tape. They come in different colors, camouflage, but for the purposes of this video we'll just use your typical silver duct tape. It's a good idea to use this for your prototype. After you make a couple of these, maybe you want to spend some more and get some camouflage duct tape or colored one. You'll also need some tools like a razor blade, or X-Acto knife, a ruler, scissors, and a cutting mat if you don't want to scar up your tabletop. What you're going to essentially be doing is making some duct tape fabric like this one, which involves putting duct tape together to create a sheet and then cutting them into pieces. This particular wallet is actually very simple. It only comprises of 4 pieces, so it'll be very easy to cut and you won't use a lot of duct tape. You've probably seen a lot of videos on how to do this, but I'll show you anyways. You're going to need a sheet of duct tape fabric that is about 40 centimeters by 11 centimeters. So it's a good idea to make it bigger than what you need. So what we're going to do is get a long strip of duct tape and rip it off and put it on your mat carefully. Again, you get another strip the same length, and then you tape it down about halfway, like so. Try not to get any creases in there. So the length of this piece of duct tape, you want to make sure it's at least about 40. You do this a few times to create your big sheet of duct tape. The length of the sheet should be about 11 centimeters. So what we're going to do is fold the edges in on each other like so. You need it about 40 by 11, so this is perfect. So this will be as much duct tape as you'll need to create the wallet. We'll trim off the ends on this. There you have it, a nice long sheet of duct tape fabric. You're going to need 4 pieces of duct tape fabric to make this wallet. Also, you want to make sure that the width of this is 11 centimeters. Right now it's 12 centimeters, but keep that in mind. First piece is going to be 16 centimeters by 11 centimeters. So this piece here is actually going to be the main pocket of the wallet, the main money pocket here. The width is a little bit too much, so this will have to be trimmed down. We want this to be 11 centimeters. So now it's 11 centimeters by 16. So this is the main pocket here. And the next piece will basically make up the second slot and the front slot. So the next piece will be 12 centimeters. 12 centimeters by 11 centimeters. This will make up the secondary pocket and the front of the first card slot. And next we'll need 2 5 by 11 centimeter pieces. Anyways, just to recap, so you need the main piece, which is 16 by 11, another piece that is 12 by 11 and 2 pieces that are 5 by 11. Now what we're going to do is finish off the edges for these pockets on all these, because they're not very clean. We want to round them off with some duct tape. So we're going to get some duct tape, and let's start off with the main piece. We're going to do this, put it about halfway, and then fold it in like so. So now the edges of the pieces are very clean. And then we get a pair of scissors and we cut off the excess. For the two pockets, we're only going to do the top part of the, round off the top part of the pockets, because the bottom parts you're not going to see. You have all the edges taped up nicely. We're going to put together the wallet. Basically, the biggest piece is the main pocket, and then we're going to put the secondary pocket, fold that over like that, and then these ones, these two here, will be the card slots, like that, and like that. So it's basically something like that. First thing we're going to do is tape the secondary card slot to the main piece. So we're going to take a piece of duct tape, like so, and just go like that. Just tape it in like that. And trim off the excess tape you don't need. Now we're going to put the other cards slots. We're going to tape them all in place. So here we put the second card slot here, and we're going to do the same thing, which is to put a piece of tape to hold it in place. And we'll put another one here for the third. So that's all the card slots already done, and we're going to trim off the excess. So we're pretty much done here. We have the main cash slot right here, the secondary slot here, and then the 3 pockets in the front. One here, 2, 3. We're going to tape the sides. Again, you cut off the excess. So we're pretty much done here. The main cards, the main cash slots should open up now, like that. But these card slots obviously were taped over. We're going to have to cut them. So what you want to do is make sure the tape is on pretty good. Use like a card to make sure the tape's on pretty good on both sides. And then what we're going to do is let's get an X-Acto knife, because obviously the cards are not going to fit into the slot anymore because there's tape over these edges here. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of cut open the slot, the tape that's covering the slot, just carefully, just kind of go back and forth. Run your X-Acto knife over it a few times. Try to cut it, and eventually it'll open up. So take your time on this. You don't want to cut through the wallet. But we have to cut a little bit on this side, about a centimeter, and here. So now the cards should fit inside there now, like so. It's going to be a little tight at first, but eventually it'll loosen. And then this other slot here, again, we're going to have to cut it open. So that one opened up. So there you go. You have a wallet. Very simple wallet that has a main pocket for cash. Put your cash in there. Right, and here's some 3 slots in the front for various cards. Various cards in the front, and maybe you have receipts that you want to put in the secondary slot, maybe other cards. I've made different versions of this wallet as well. So this one, for example, has an ID card slot. If you want to, you could spend some time to make a window so you can put your ID card in here. I just, like with these other ones, I didn't bother. I just put my ID in one of the 3 slots. Feel free to modify this, you know, any way you like. Maybe you want more pockets, maybe you want an ID card slot, maybe you want it smaller, but I find this to be the perfect size and perfect thickness for me, and I'm quite happy with this design. So that is it. This is the wallet that we just made, and it was very easy to make, as you can see. Probably takes you about 20 minutes. You can make them in different colors, my favorite being the black. It's the camouflage.